Hello, I'm Lauren Green, and welcome to Bias Bash. Did Time magazine make the right move by not naming Republican presidential hopeful Donald Trump as the 2015 Person of the Year? The coveted award went to German Chancellor Angela Merkel. She was honored based on her leadership dealing with the Syrian refugee crisis and the Greek debt crisis. On learning the loss, Trump tweeted, "I told you Time magazine would never pick me as Person of the Year, despite being the big favorite. They picked a person who is ruining Germany." Now, here to weigh in with analysis is Justin Duckham, senior Washington correspondent for Talk Media News, who's joining us from D.C. Hey, Justin.
Hey, great to be here.
Hey, so a little sour grapes maybe from Trump?
I think that's probably absolutely it. And frankly, I think Time really knocked it out of the park with this one. I think they made a very responsible decision as a media organization. You know, we've been in a situation where it's been nonstop Trump all the time, and I think they probably could have made the easy choice by going down that road. But instead, they've given a lot of people some time to reflect, take a breather, and realize that Donald Trump isn't nearly as consequential as he would like himself to be. You know, if we look at it, we don't really see much coming from him on the campaign trail. If he was to step off today and just step back, the only real achievement he would have is, one, he excited a lot of Americans, two, he scared a lot of Americans as well, and three, with his rhetoric, he made life a little bit harder for about 10,000 Syrian refugees trying to enter the U.S. That's not really that big compared to Angela Merkel, who, of course, has sort of been the face for the refugee crisis, as well as the face of the Greek bailout and the international response to that. So, bravo to Time.
Well, you know, there would be some kind of precedent for choosing Trump, because the requirements for Time is that the person would be most influenced the news this year, for better or for worse. And certainly Trump has influenced the political process. You could even argue that he's changed the political process because of how he's been campaigning.
That's certainly true. He has, been a new force in politics, one that has made a lot of people in the media have to rethink how exactly they cover the news. But when it comes down to actual achievements, there's really not much there. Mm-hmm. We don't really have any concrete examples of what he's done. And frankly, I think it's probably a little bit disappointing on the side of the media that we've wasted so much breath on Donald Trump. But, then again, here we are talking about him again. So,
and it doesn't have to be a good person. This is the thing about the Time Person of the Year, or Persons of the Year, because Adolf Hitler in 1938, you've got Joseph Stalin in 1939 and 42, and Ayatollah Khomeini in 1979. So it doesn't have to be a good person or a benevolent person. It just has to be a person who's really influenced the media. And from that point of view, I mean, you can argue that, Trump really has. He's sort of, demanded attention in the media.
That's very true. And, there are a lot of people, of course, who would argue that Trump is not a good person. Right now, there seems to be sort of a growing acceptance in a lot of circles to start labeling with the term fascist or reactionary or whatnot, but kind of putting him on the same pedestal as Joseph Stalin or Adolf Hitler, both of whom have been persons of the year, as you have mentioned, just, again, doesn't really hold up to the same kind of standards. It doesn't really pass the plausibility test on that front.
Very interesting stuff. All right. Thank you so much, Justin.
Thank you.
And if you want to hear more media analysis on this topic, catch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern, and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News Channel. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.